All right, let's do some closed traffic here today. Try to clean up some of these landings. See if I can put this thing right on the center line. That would be cool. I think it's about here. Seems like. Pretty long taxi here. I've got my my wind compensation going on here. I'm diving down away from the wind. It's a little bit off of my tail to the left, so got the bank to the right. Elevator down. Just about at the run-up area here. Because of the cast ring nose wheel, I like to kind of do a loop-de-loop here coming into the run-up area so that my nose wheel is still kind of turned in the direction I'm going to ultimately want to go when I'm done with my run-up. So go down here, we'll get out of the way, loop-de-loop around. It's all clear. Get ourselves into the wind, which that looks about right. And we'll get ready to do our checklist for run-up. Engine run-up, rig set. Canopy closed.
081, runway 32, clear for the option.
Flight instruments set. They are set. I checked them on the way out. And for taxi. Throttle, we're going to check the engine here. We're going to go full rich. We're going to go to 1800 RPM.
Skyhawk 081, runway 32, clear for the option.
There's 18. I got all my engine instruments are in the green. On no altimeter light, I'm going to check the low voltmeter by turning on the pitot heat and landing lights. And make sure I don't have an alternator light and everything looks good there. That all looks good. So pitot heat off and off. We're going to go to normalize the cylinder head temperature gauges so that I can then check the magnetos. We're going to go to left. We've got about a 50 drop and all rise, back to both. Okay, good. Now to right. We got about a 50 drop and we have them all rising, back to both. That looks good. We're going to go carb heat on. Definitely having an effect. We are going to now go and back to idle. Make sure she can idle with the carb heat on. Idling fine. I'm going to turn the carb heat back to cold, and we're going to lean her back up again. Okay, radio's set. I'm going to switch to tower. My elevator trim is going to be to takeoff. Flaps are up. Engine is idling smoothly. Flaps are up. Mixture is going to be rich when I get up there. Lights as required, and etc. Okay, so brakes Kennedy. Okay, we're good here. Our pattern altitude is 1,200 feet. I'm expecting to be making right traffic, and we'll run up to the old short line. Switch over to OER on tower. Nashua Tower, Grumman Tiger 11904 Delta is at holding short of 3-2 at Alpha. I've got Charlie ready for takeoff.
Grumman 11904 Delta, Nashua Tower, runway 32, clear for takeoff. And are you staying in the pattern?
Correct, close traffic in, please.
Right close traffic and report midfield.
Cleared for takeoff on 3-2, cleared for right close traffic and report midfield. Mixture is rich, fuel pump is on, flaps are up, we are in good shape, engine is running good. We are in the green. We have a live airspeed.
Sky 081, Nashua, radio check.
We have 60 knots.
Nashua Tower, runway Skyhawk 081.
We have positive rate of climb.
Runway 32, and departure for Lawrence.
Skyhawk 081, runway 32, clear touch and go. After that, on course approach to Lawrence.
Runway 32, clear for touch and go. On course departure for Lawrence 081.
We're doing good with our climb. We've got a good correction here. We're climbing 700 for 800, and then we are going to turn to our crosswind. Okay, that's 800. We're turning crosswind now. Okay, so now we're going to go back to 17. We're going to put in the first notch of flaps. You're getting bounced around here good. Going to slow this baby down to about 80. Okay, that's feeling good. We're going to turn. And our second notch of flaps. We're at 70. We're at 15 and 70 knots, and we are high. And we are left of center line, so we're going to bring it back over here. We're going fast. Definitely less power. That's 70 going. Up for 70. Back on that center line. I'm letting the crosswind blow me off here. I've got fuel pump on. Mixture is rich. Got one light, I'm at 70. I'm getting bounced like crazy, but it's okay.
Skyline 85190 Nashua, ground not in sight, runway 32, taxi via Charlie and Alpha on request.
So got 70. We got 70. That was a mess, but we're gonna get it better this time. Nashua Tower, Grumman, 1194 Delta's midfield.
Grumman 94 Delta, runway 32, clear for the option.
Clear for the option on 32, 1194 Delta. Okay, so we're at 1900. We are at 90 knots. We are at the field. Go down to 1 notch of flaps. 1700 RPM. 80 knots. Okay, that pattern is looking better. Okay, we are not yet 45. We are now, we're at good pattern altitude, we're at good speed. Now at the 45, so we're gonna grab this thing down to 15. Then another notch of flaps, and we're gonna start turning our base. We're gonna let that speed stay at 80. Down, we're getting speed. Down. Okay, we're on base. Still at 80. Okay, we can turn to our final. Alright, this is looking better as far as turning final earlier. Now we gotta compensate for that crosswind. Gotta get this thing back to 70. Back to 70. A little faster because of the gust factor. We're getting bounced around here. Good. Speed-wise looks good. Pump of power. Okay, that looks good. Speed-wise looks good. Down the runway. That was a perfect landing. Clean it up, mixture ridge drives on. Nashua Tower, Grumman 1194 Delta is midfield, right close traffic 32.
Grumman 94 Delta, traffic is a Skylane taking the runway for departure, runway 32, clear for the option.
Clear for the option on 32, I see the Skylane. Okay, let's get back up here. 90 knots, 1900 RPM. I beam the numbers in the white arc. Flaps to 1/3. Okay. Down to 1700 RPM. Okay, so now extra notch of flaps. Down to 15. 70 miles an hour. Knots, come down to 70, power bringing it out because I'm high, turning final, 70 knots, 75 knots, looking good, back on the sun, good center line, power's back, get it slowed down.
Skylane 190, contact departure.
Order departure 190.
1 brakes on. A little faster here because of the bounce. Flipping the thing down the runway. Shaping up. Okay, flaps up. Perfect. Pretty good. I dealt with that gust at the end pretty well, I think. I got a big balloon at the end, but I got a big gust came in and lifted me up off the runway. It was just a matter of riding that thing out.
Traffic not available.
Nashua Tower, Grumman Tiger, 119 for Delta's midfield. I'd like to make this one full stop on 32.
Grumman 94 Delta, runway 32, clear to land. Long landing tags at the end, or Delta if you like.
194 Delta, cleared to land, runway 32. I'll land along to get back to India ramp. Thanks. Okay, so power back to 19. Flaps one notch to get that nose down, to compensate. I've land long, so basically I'm going to turn base here, do another notch of flaps. That speed stay up. Get that coordinated turn into a base. There's my base. And turn on to final.
Aero 280 November Delta, Nashua ground, runway 32, taxi via Delta and Alpha.
Traffic not available.
Potentially landing long to get back to parking. It was a wild ride. Yeah, that's enough for today. That's too bouncy. But it was good practice for sure. Climb into the...
Tiger 94 Delta, turn left when able, taxi to parking, monitor ground point 8 on the way in.
94 Delta will clear at Delta, and I'll monitor ground on point 8 on the way in. Thanks. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, well, you know, it's always nice to get in some touch and goes and get some practice in. I got four landings in there. It was a wild ride actually today. First of all, a fairly good crosswind component, and second of all, it's fairly gusty. The gusts are building in. When I first checked the ATIS and loaded into the airplane. There was no gust factor reported in the ATIS, and it felt pretty steady from where I was standing on the ramp. By the time I took off, the gust factor was probably about 8 knots reported on the ATIS. I want to say it was building even more than that by the time I did my last landing. My second to last landing, I felt like just before touching the main gear down, I got quite a blast of air and got lifted up, felt like 15, 20 feet off the runway. So I had to just kind of like ride that down, not make any drastic adjustments, and ultimately it ended up probably being one of my smoothest landings of the day. But yeah, it's just too much of a rodeo to do much more today. So, you know, any day to get up in the airplane's a nice day. Try to pull it off a little bit off the center line so that I can then weave over to the center line and not run over my tail tie-down chain. That looks about good right there. So we'll look at the checklist for shutting down. Shut down, transponder, oh, yep. That with the handheld. See. Infinity is 12975. 2975. Good afternoon, Infinity. Good afternoon, Infinity.
What can we do for you, sir?
Yeah, this is Grumman Tiger 11904 Delta on the India ramp. Can I get topped off with some 100 low lead, please?
You got it.
Thank you.
Nashua Airport information, Charlie 1756.
Okay, called for fuel. Avionics switch off.